Hi Barracudas, my name is Jennifer Lemary and I am the Chief Administrative Officer for Simple Shelters Incorporated. We are a for-profit organization based in Anniston, Alabama. We provide quality tents to outdoor enthusiasts while also reaching out to train and empower individuals that have become trapped in the life of homelessness. For every purchase of one of our tents, a tent is donated to a homeless person. We also hire homeless individuals to work full-time or part-time on our production line in order to help them gain a stable income and eventually gain back their independence to stop the cycle of recidivism or sliding back into the life of homelessness. We invite you to watch this very short 1-minute introduction video so you can get inspired about being a part of Simple Shelters Incorporated. Enjoy.
Shattered like you've never been before. The life you knew in 1,000 pieces on the floor. And words fall short in times like these, when this world drives you to your knees. You think you're never gonna get back to the you they used to be. Tell your heart to beat again. Close your eyes and breathe it in. Let the shadows fall away. Step into the light of grace. Yesterday's a closing door. You don't live there anymore. Say goodbye to where you've been, and tell your heart to beat again.
Now that you know what Simple Shelters is all about, I wanted to introduce you to our leadership team. The idea for Simple Shelters came from our 4 founders, including myself, who all met while living on the streets of Anniston. We found that we all shared a common interest in the love of the outdoors and camping, and that we all had previously worked in the outdoor recreation industry before becoming homeless. We also together created the first Simple Shelter tent out of plastic bottles and other waste materials. Our Chief Executive and Financial Officer is John Michael Tinsley. John has 10 years of experience in financial and management positions at Big Agnes. Jerry Langley, our Chief Operations Officer, has 15 years experience in production and operation positions at Nemo Equipment. Hunter Johnson, who is our Chief Sales and Marketing Officer, has 12 years of experience in sales and marketing at Coleman, and myself, Jennifer Lemary, as the Chief Administrative Officer, and I have 14 years of human resources experience at REI. Now that you know about our company and our leadership team, I wanted to talk to you about the way we do things at Simple Shelters. We like to keep things simple, just as our name states. Our mission statement is very straightforward: to provide a quality tent to outdoor enthusiasts while empowering and serving the homeless community. The same thing goes for our vision statement. That is, we envision a world where all people have shelter and are empowered to create a stable, independent life for themselves. In addition to that, we have 5 values that we use in Simple Shelters. The first one is to keep things simple, as I mentioned before. Second, to provide a quality product to our customers. Third, give a second chance to those individuals who want it. Fourth, to provide shelter to those who need it. And fifth, to stop the cycle of recidivism among the homeless population. We have 5 company goals and objectives at Simple Shelters, spelled out by the acronym HOMES, just like we provide to the homeless community. The H stands for Homeless Community, where we plan to offer 1 additional training program this year in life skills. The O is for our customers. We'd like to increase the number of our repeat customers by 20% and our referrals by 30% in the next year. The M stands for marketing. We'd like to expand into 1 to 2 new locations in the next 5 years and also introduce 1 new product within the next 2 years. The E stands for employees, the heart of our business. We'd like to offer 2 new training programs to our employees as well as have 2 face-to-face meetings each year. And the S, which is last, is sales, but certainly not least. We'd like to increase our revenue by 20% within the next year. At Simple Shelters, we have 4 keys to success, spelled by the acronym EDGE, because we believe it gives us the edge over our competition. The E stands for energize. We want to create a loyal and passionate customer base and continue to grow on that base that we have today. The D stands for develop. We are planning to develop new products for the company in order to continue to grow. The G stands for grow, with our continued focus on sales and increasing our revenue. And the E stands for empower. We want to hire people that believe in our mission and our vision and have a passion for serving the homeless community. Now that you know about Simple Shelters, our leadership team, and how we do things, I wanted to tell you what other information you will learn about our company in this presentation. You will learn about the need for Simple Shelters, information on our current and future products, information on our marketing plans, key financial data on our company, and also answers to your questions at the end. Simple Shelters is ready to claim a top spot in the market. We are asking for a $225,000 investment in return for a 15% share in our company. We would like all the Barracudas to get involved in this ground floor opportunity of an exciting company that has tremendous growth potential and gives back to the community. While you're thinking about how much money you would like to invest in our organization, I'm going to turn it over to John Michael Tinsley, our Chief Executive and Financial Officer, to talk to you about the need for Simple Shelters. Thank you.
Hello, my name is John Michael Tinsley, and I am the Chief Executive Officer and Chief Financial Officer of Simple Shelters Incorporated. I will be covering the Statement of Need and Financial Analysis. The history of camping tents can be traced back to Roman and Greek origins. Camping tents were needed years ago during wartime so early armies could set up camp and prepare for battle. In the United States, the Native American Sibley tent was adapted for use by the United States Army. Initially, pegs were introduced to stake the tent down, and then new lightweight metal poles began replacing wooden frames. In the 1970s, we saw a boom in interest in backpacking and camping, and designers began mass producing camping tents. Now tents can provide us with a quick and easy way to set up lightweight shelter from the elements. Simple Shelters Incorporated works to improve our shared environment through manufacturing eco-friendly tents from recycled materials and providing shelters for the homeless while providing an opportunity of employment for the homeless. With the improvements in technology today, there is no reason that the everyday tent should not be produced with a high amount of recycled materials. It only makes sense that something that many use to go out and explore nature be made from materials which are friendlier to nature. Our tents also provide a perfect source of lightweight mobile shelter for the homeless. Through employing the homeless to work in production, we not only hope to manufacture eco-friendly tents, but help provide a service to our community. This employment practice allows a group of people that are too often ignored in society an opportunity that many other companies may overlook. Homelessness is a problem all over the world, and the United States is no exception. There are certain individuals within the homeless community that have a higher rate of recidivism than others. This means that while not every single member of the homeless community may have a higher rate of recidivism, individuals affected with psychotic disorders within the homeless community will have a higher rate of psychotic disorders. Those that are affected with psychotic disorders within the homeless community are helped through having a stable shelter. Simple Shelters Incorporated will also connect with local social services to help the homeless employed by us to address these and other problems that contribute to homelessness and recidivism. Through providing employment opportunities and helping our employees receive the services they need, we aim to reduce the amount of homeless committing crimes. We believe that giving these people an alternative pathway to receive food and shelter will help make the community a safer place for everyone. The number of veterans has reduced significantly over the past few years. There are still at least over 47,000 that still experience homelessness. Veterans share many of the same reasons that individuals who are not veterans do as to why they are homeless. These reasons include personal difficulties, economic troubles, and an inability to secure an affordable way to house themselves. Veterans also run a high rate of risk of having to deal with PTSD that resulted from repeated deployments and combat exposure. Individuals that have PTSD have a hard time trusting others and controlling certain impulses. This can make it difficult for them to take advantage of normal employment opportunities. We at Simple Shelters Incorporated can provide opportunities for veterans that are experiencing issues with PTSD through working with them in a much more understanding environment. This will help them become acclimated to normal life and work, which will allow them to continue employment with us or seek employment once we at Simple Shelters have given them an opportunity that they might have not been given in other places. Individuals that experience chronic homelessness have declined by 22% nationwide. But unfortunately, there was only a 1% decrease from 2014 to 2015 in chronic homelessness. Also, we can see that sometimes our youth need shelter too, since they are also at risk of facing homelessness. Overall, there is a huge trend moving towards green and eco-friendly products that can be witnessed in most industries. There appears to be different trends within the tent markets focusing on compostable temporary tents meant to last for only a certain amount of days. While this product is also a tent, the product is different because it is only meant to be used for a temporary amount of time. Also, the compostable tents seem to be meant for large-scale gatherings or festivals which aim to leave nothing behind. One of our main areas of focus at Simple Shelters Incorporated is focusing on helping the homeless. There does seem to be a constant trend of attempting to help the homeless through providing the homeless different types of tents. We have also noticed a trend in products that offer to send a product to an individual in need for each sale that is made. Most of these products designed around the buy one, give one model appear to be very popular. This trend of people and companies offering tents to homeless seems to be lacking in one important area that they do not attempt to address or work with the other needs of the homeless. We hope to attract stakeholders that have a variety of interests. The obvious investor in our company is an individual that enjoys nature and spending time outdoors, or someone who refers to themselves as an outdoor enthusiast. Simple Shelters Incorporated is also a company focused on bioethics and would be perfect for investors that truly care about the environment. Then there is the investor that wants to make a difference in people's lives. Simple Shelters Incorporated is the perfect company to invest in if you're the type of investor that really wants to make a difference in an individual's life that truly needs it and will appreciate the opportunity that you have empowered us to provide them.
Hello Barracudas, I am Jerry Langley and I'm the Chief Operating Officer for Simple Shelters. I wanted to give you a little background about our products. First of all, we wanted to provide customers with a quality tent. We wanted to give them something that was durable so our campers and our homeless people can have something that lasts for many years to come. We also wanted to provide our customers with a sustainable and eco-friendly tent. The very first tent that John, Jennifer, and Hunter and myself made was from plastic bottles, and so we wanted to keep with that theme and keep it eco-friendly for our environment. We also wanted to provide shelter to the homeless. We wanted to give them a place that they could call home and stay out of the weather and keep them safe, essentially. Our tents are unique. First of all, they do not weigh more than 7 pounds. If you think about it, 7 pounds is a lot to carry on your back, but if you have everything that you owned in one place and you had to haul it on your back, that adds a lot of weight. So we wanted to keep it light for that purpose. When you're camping, I know as a mom, I have to carry all kinds of stuff just for my kids. And so we wanted to keep it lightweight for that purpose. It's also made from 100% lightweight canvas. I don't know if you've ever held canvas, touched canvas, but it can be very heavy. And so we wanted to keep it lightweight for that purpose so that it wouldn't weigh it so much. We also created it with low-level air vents made with recycled polyester bug mesh. The bug mesh is going to keep out the gnats and mosquitoes and other kinds of bugs that might want to creep in on you, but it also is going to give you some airflow through there. It also has a fire retardant polyester inner tent with integral ground sheet, and that's basically just the sheet that goes between the ground and the actual bottom of the tent, and that's going to give you a little bit more comfort in there. It includes a top air vent, when we have enclosed objects or homes or whatever, we have to have some kind of air to flow through there. So we created a top air vent so that some air could flow through there. We also have internal storage pockets. I know as a mom, also I always unpack everything when we first get there, and that way we can go on about our business and we're not always searching for stuff. And as a homeless person, once they get this tent set up, they'll be able to kind of store their things like we would have a dresser at home. They can have one inside of their tent. It's made with recycled guidelines, buckles, and webbing, and basically that's all of the stuff that holds the tent together. And so we wanted to also keep with our eco-friendly theme and use all recycled materials from that. Our SWOT analysis for Simple Shelters. One of our strengths is that we wanted to connect with the community. We wanted to have a relationship with them, because if we connect with the community, then we're going to be able to reach the homeless. We also, Jennifer, John, Hunter, and myself, we have been together a long time, more than 15 years. And so we have firsthand experience of what it's like to be homeless, as Jennifer mentioned earlier. We also have Simple Setup. It basically, the tent comes in this folded thing, and when you open it, it just kind of pops out, kind of like a spring-loaded tent. And so it's made in the USA. The reason we make them in the USA is because we employ our homeless. We wanted to give them a chance at succeeding in life. A lot of our homeless, they have criminal records, and they have criminal records because they go and create, or they commit a felony or a crime so that they can go to jail, so that they can get shelter. And so we're hoping to prevent that by employing our homeless. One of our weaknesses is we have a huge learning curve in employee training, but we hope to change that by having, as Jennifer spoke about earlier, the different training sessions throughout the year and having face-to-face communication with them. Our product can be perceived as too expensive. It's a little bit more expensive, but that's because we wanted to make something that was quality and durable. The shipping cost is a little bit high, but again, the more tents you buy, the less the shipping is going to go down, because you're buying in bulk, and so then we can do a bulk rate at that point. Some of our community parks, we want to really have a commitment to work with them, because right now some of the zoning restrictions that we have, they don't allow tents to be set up in the park for long periods of time, and so we hope to work with them in the future. Some of the opportunities, again, is to connect with the community, and we're really excited about that. And not only connecting with the community in Anniston, Alabama, but we want to connect with the community in Atlanta, Georgia, or Chattanooga, Tennessee, or New York even. And so we really want to build those relationships and start getting a product out there that can help all communities throughout the United States and maybe even across the country. We want to expand our production, and we can do that with your help. And so through expansion of production, we will be able to expand everything that we have, and our tent processing, how many tents we make, how many were shipped out. We can do that if we build relationships with our outside community. We also want to improve training for employees, and we can do that by maybe having some PowerPoints for them, having some hands-on training, and just getting that face-to-face time with them instead of putting them in front of a computer and letting them read a manual. We also want to expand our product offerings, and so we're going to do that by creating some other camp-friendly items for our homeless and for our camping enthusiasts. Some of our threats is large-scale competitors can potentially copy our product and move into our space, and we hope that that doesn't happen, because that would be bad for our company. But we think that we can offset that by what we're doing by helping the community. Some knockoff products are offered at a lower cost, and yes, that's true, but you will not find a product that is made better with the eco-friendly canvas that we have. Competition comparison, we compared Backpacker, Canvas Camp, and ourselves. And so through that, we found that Backpacker is best for a floorless use tent, for a dry climate with no bugs, and for just the summer season. Our homeless live in all seasons. And so it was important for us to create a tent that could sustain everything. Campus Camp said that they were best for casual camping with low humidity and mild bugs, and they were good for just spring, summer, and fall. Simple Shelters is best for heavy use, and our homeless and our camping enthusiasts, they need something that's heavy. They need something that can last them for a very long time while out in the weather. The climate can be all types, from low to high humidity to stormy to snowy to cold, whatever. The bug is good for buggy seasons. I know in Alabama bugs are everywhere. I think in Louisiana it's that way. And so we wanted to create something that kind of tailored to all of the areas there. The seasons are good for spring, summer, fall, and winter. Some of our future products that we're looking at, we wanted to create something that our homeless could carry their stuff in. And so one of those things is going to be an eco-friendly backpack. And we did that so that they could have an eco-friendly backpack that they can carry, their toothbrush and toothpaste or their utensils, whatever they have, they can carry that in one location along with their tent. We also wanted to look at upcycling some clothing. As a homeless person, a lot of times you'll see them diving in the dumpsters. They do that because they want to find something that they can wear in the winter seasons. They're looking for stuff that they can layer and add on top of clothing. And so we wanted to be able to take those used items and create them to make something new. And so we are really excited about that, and we're really excited about where the company's going. I want to introduce you to Hunter Johnson, and he is our Chief Sales and Marketing Officer, and he is going to explain to you our market analysis for Simple Shelters. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I'm Hunter Johnson and I'm over marketing here at Simple Shelters. I'm excited to tell you what we've learned about people who are in the market to buy tents and why Simple Shelters will be appealing to them. In 2014, 14% of all Americans camped. That's 40 million potential customers, and of those that went camping, most of them, 77%, chose to do so in a tent. We want your help to pitch our tents to this huge market and think you'll be excited to learn that camping is growing. As you see on the chart below, from 2013 to 2014, there were approximately 500,000 new campers. Aside from telling you about the camping industry, let's take a second and think about the person that will be buying a Simple Shelters tent. When I tell you about these things, it'll probably remind you of someone you know. Try to consider if they would buy one of our tents. 60% of those who went camping were male, and they were probably about 32 years old. They made $25,000 to $49,000 that year, and they're very social. They like to take their friends camping, and they're always talking about their experiences that they had while out on a trail or while they were in the backcountry. We know that these people are busy, and they want to make the correct purchase decision the first time. That's why we focused on quality goods and the Buy One Give One campaign that will give buyers a reason to feel good about the purchase and make them proud to share Simple Shelters' story with others. As our company has grown, we've created a strategy to find what the Simple Shelters brand means and how we go about getting our tents into the hands of consumers. We've made sure to have a consistent brand message across the company that incorporates our product, pricing, where we sell our tents, and how we advertise them. First, as you've heard throughout the presentation, we're very focused on the quality of our product. Whether we're selling gear to someone who is hiking the Appalachian Trail, spending a night at the lake, or sleeping outside because they don't have a home, we believe there is never a reason to sacrifice quality. We're proud of our tents, and we want those who are buying them to be proud of them too. Second, we believe tents should be affordable, but not so cheap that the need to use inferior products arises. As expressed earlier, the average camper is only making an average income. They don't want to buy a tent every year. Someone walking to an outdoor store such as Academy Sports or REI would see tents anywhere from $100 to $800+. We chose to price our tent at $249. This allows us to produce a quality product, but it doesn't price us out of the market for many campers. Additionally, the Buy a Tent, Give a Tent program provides even greater value to our consumers. Third, we've considered the places we want our tents to be sold and feel that it's important the retailers we partner with are socially and environmentally minded, just like each of Simple Shelter's owners. We have successfully found 300 retailers that meet this criteria, but with your help, we know we can find more. Aside from these local retailers, we also sell our products online at simpleshelters.com. Every order is made in and shipped from our Alabama warehouse. This allows us to ensure the quality of our products is something we are proud to put our name on. Next up, I want to show you another slide, and that'll let you know how we promote our products. We believe the best way to promote Simple Shelters is through the testimonials of like-minded recreationists, and we've learned people love to tell others about the newest gear they've bought. You can see an example of our social media Instagram page and our Simple Shelters website below. Simple Shelters has a presence on not only these sites, but also other social media sites such as Facebook, Pinterest, and Twitter. We even created contests that promote the hashtag Simple Shelters, where people will win prizes for sharing our products with others. Thank you for letting me speak to you about the market. I hope you've gained insight into the type of person that buys our products and our strategy to reach customers. Next, John is going to speak to you about the financials.
Initially, we at Simple Shelters Incorporated were all homeless and never expected this plan to get as much support as it did. Since we were homeless, we did not have the credit history and assets to obtain a loan to begin our company. This led us to consider our other options as a way to obtain financial means to start up our company. We decided to create a Kickstarter page and tell our story to see if others would be as interested as we were to help our planet and the homeless. We initially estimated that the startup cost would be around $1 million to begin operations. With the help of a nearby church, we were able to create a Kickstarter page on the internet along with a YouTube video in which we shared our story. We were shocked as we managed to secure well over $1 million all the way up to $1.5 million in order to fund this operation. Since we were able to secure more funding than we initially expected, we added on a personal care facility since the majority of our workers are homeless. Simple Shelters Incorporated currently has secured 6,500 sales during our first year of operation. Since our company provides a tent for each tent sold, each sale consists of twice the materials. Currently, we have been able to hold the cost of each tent to $30 in materials. Per sale, since we donate a tent for each sale, this means that each sale consists of $60 in materials used. We expect to have a 20% sales growth after the first year, leading to a steady growth rate of the next 2 to 4 years. Then once we are in year 5 and 6, we expect to increase our sales growth since we will be in 2 new markets. Currently, Simple Shelters Incorporated operates solely in Anniston, Alabama, and we feel that we would initially like to expand throughout the Southeast within the next few years. Currently, we would like to expand into Nashville, Tennessee, and then Atlanta, Georgia. We believe the homeless community in these 2 areas could benefit from our company. Also, we believe that an investor with some knowledge in the utilization of recycled goods to create new goods and logistics associated with expansion into new markets would be helpful with growing the Simple Shelters Incorporated brand. We are seeking an investment of $225,000 for 15% of the company.
In conclusion, I would like to give you a couple takeaways so that you can remember Simple Shelters and remember what we're here for. The first is going to be a first aid kit, and we're giving you that in hopes that you will be the first to aid in helping the community by purchasing tents from us. The second is a flashlight, and we're giving you that so maybe when you open your desk drawer you can see it and remember Simple Shelters and help light the way for the community. Thank you for your time of listening to us, and now we would like to take questions from you.
The question was asked, how much money did your company make this year, and how much do you expect to make next year? That's the great news, Barracudas. We made $1.625 million in sales this year, and we expect to make $2 million in sales next year. Thank you for asking.
Why would this be a smart investment? What do you plan to do with a $225,000 investment? An investment in Simple Shelters is a smart investment for individuals that want to help the environment and make a huge impact on the lives of individuals within the homeless community. We plan to improve logistics and reduce the cost of materials so that we can allocate resources to where they are needed and become more efficient. We also plan to use the investment to help with moving into the 2 new markets in Nashville, Tennessee and Atlanta, Georgia.
What is Simple Shelters looking at from a long-term perspective? Well, here at Simple Shelters, we are looking to impact the homeless community by providing them shelter, therefore reducing crime. We want to instill in them the sense of ownership and take it to the next level so that they will become a productive member of society. We hope then that they will pay it forward so that the people become a better community. We thank you for your time and we thank you for your consideration and investment so that we can go forward and continue to grow our communities from one state to another state and then hopefully to another country. Thank you.
The Barracuda asked if we've thought of ways to diversify our Simple Shelters product line, and I'm glad to let you know that we realize how important this is. We're open to manufacturing any outdoor product that helps our employees and is socially and environmentally responsible. Earlier, Jerry spoke about how we're looking at making products such as clothing and backpacks. We'd like these items to be made of post-consumer products similar to our tents, and ultimately we'd like to establish a full Simple Shelters outdoor line. Also, I'd like to remind you that Simple Shelters goes beyond the products we sell. We know that we're creating meaningful change in the lives of our employees by giving them another chance. Someday, in the form of a nonprofit or a consulting firm, we hope to share our story with other businesses so they too can use their impact to benefit others. I believe that concludes all of the questions. I'd like to thank you for your invitation to share our company with you and hope you realize how passionate we are about Simple Shelters tents. We're sure that you would be a valuable addition to the Simple Shelters team and look forward to hearing back from you. We'd like to show you one last video before ending our presentation.
Simple Shelters gave our mom a second chance, and now we have a place to call home. Please give your money to this company so another family can have a second chance. You will be glad you did.